I remember talking with Shelby once she was chosen to, take care of my mom's house. And she was always so kind. And one thing, she was always really calm. Some of the other people I talked to, they just get really hyper or say, well, oh no, you should be doing it this way, or you should be doing that way. Whenever it was Shelby, it was, how do you want to do it? How do you want it to end up? And she met me at the house a few times, and I was always at my convenience. I have a son with a brain injury, so she knew I was a busy mom, and I take care of someone that has friend of the family that has dementia. So I do all the cooking and things for that. So I have limited time to do other things. And she was always asking me, is it okay to call you? Do you want to meet at the house? Is everything okay? And it was almost like I was a friend helping. When I think about Shelby and the qualities that she had and why we chose her, I can't even think of just one. And I'd kind of like to tie understanding and honesty together. And because she understands, you just have to tell her one time that this is what's going on in your life. And she's okay, we can do this. And then honesty, she is so honest about everything. And even when she would call me or I'd have a question, she'd always have the answer, or else find the answer within that day and get back with you. So I would say her outstanding points are being understanding and honest. And I have to bring up calm again, because she's so calm and you can trust her. So that's what I think about her. I think the selling of my mom's house was hard because it's a family home. And Shelby took into consideration, the sadness we were going through. And she's a really great realtor, but she's a really great person. So I put that, it's almost like when you're looking for a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a spouse, if you can trust them and they're like a friend and they understand, then you take the next step. And that's kind of the way I went over all these people that I had to the house that day. And it was like, yeah, I know I can trust her, And out of 7 people, it was her and another gentleman that I thought was very nice too. But in the end, after I discussed everything with my brothers, Shelby just went right to the top of the list, and we're happy about that. One other thing there's one thing I also wanted to mention about Shelby and selling your house. I had already mentioned that she'll work with you and you don't have to be there all the time because she takes care of everything. But she's also a great designer, and she gives you pointers on, do this or do that. And when she sold that house, it was so beautiful. And I told her this, I said, I don't even really miss it because you have that thing in your heart, because she made it into a home for somebody else. And I think that's important when you know that your house is in good hands, and you know that your paperwork is correct, and you know that you aren't afraid to give her name or your name, Danielle, to the next person or the next relative or whatever. I do have one kind of funny little thing, that my mom's home was built in the 1930s.
Oh, wow.
And it had the kitchen sink that's got the drain board, and the kitchen sink is hanging on the wall. And my daughter wanted to have that sink. So Shelby made it possible. She said, okay, we'll sell everything but the kitchen sink. So before it went on the market and everything, she had called me up and said, the sink is here for you to come and pick up for your daughter. And now it's down in Illinois being used, and lots of memories there. And then she took care of everything with granite countertops and putting a beautiful stainless steel sink in, and something that after we saw what she did, it would have been beautiful for my mom to have it that way. But she'll work with you on anything. So I know some people say, oh, I love this chandelier. She'll say, okay, we'll find something else. So she's so versatile and keen sense of design and honest. And from getting to know you, Danielle, I feel like you're the same way. So I would recommend you to friends, family, anybody that asks me. So thank you for listening to me.